EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Toss right side to Pacheco. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, it's Pacheco. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. 44-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there. And now it's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on third down, Jackson going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Facing fourth down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Second and 10.
Yellow.
Headed straight is Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Jackson now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Here's Matt Araiza now. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And that play stopped behind the line by a corner. Trent McDuffie getting in there. Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. After 7-0, RDA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Green. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Give running right is Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now it's Jackson. Now we're behind his man. Incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big. That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did. Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Mitchell again. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line.
Is a turnover on down.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 6-yard line.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mahomes now to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be so.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking in the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll buy some time right. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Mitchell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Throwing is Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Breaks through the contact. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw is Jackson. That is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
At the 5-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead on a final play and a half. On his loop for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They give here to Mitchell. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
He was taken down
a loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second down at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
From the gun, Jackson. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Adafe Owe there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 8-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
They go play action to Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the lead will stay put at 17.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
On the play. And a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
He's brought down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
21 yards. First down, Baltimore.
The tight end in motion right. Henry up the middle. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Play action. It's Jackson. Right side. There's Likely with it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Running left, it's Henry. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Luke now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Chiefs 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down, here's Mitchell. There on the stop with Leo Chanel.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Jackson now. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Ravens.
Inside handoff, Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Well, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On play action, it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The toss left side for Mitchell. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jackson. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
First and goal, Baltimore.
They'll run with Mitchell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Once more with Mitchell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This now a 3rd and 4. Again, it's Pacheco. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On the counter, it's Henry. And he's going to have another first down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he can only manage managed to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week.